Mr. Morris, you say that you did not hold up the Wells Fargo station and you did not kill the agent.
Yes, sir.
But you won't tell me where you were.
No, sir.
Then will you tell me how I can believe you're innocent?
I guess you can't.
Do you want to hang?
No, I don't want to hang. I can't tell you where I was either.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
John Bean was appointed sheriff of Cochise County through the influence of the 10% ring, for whom he performed many favors. This brought him into conflict with Marshal Wyatt Earp and many people of Tombstone. Wyatt was often tempted to kill Bean, but killing for any reason was against Wyatt's deeper principles. Bean knew this, and as a result became one of Wyatt's most dangerous enemies.
Hello, Jake!
Wyatt, I cannot see your point. They murdered Hanby and rode off with the cash box and the mail sack.
That's right, sir.
But you won't organize a posse and go after them, and that's your sworn duty.
Mr. Thacker, I'll go after those hoodlums, but not with a posse.
Why not? You took a posse after the Xanadu gang.
That was different. The Zambaduas were running for the border through strange country. Now, these men know every rock, all the water holes in all directions. I'm just not going to ask amateurs to ride into an ambush.
Well, if something isn't done fast, the main office will send a vice president down here. You see, they take it personal if one of their men is killed.
Oh, yes, I know, and I honor them for that. I used to be an old Wells Fargo man myself. Now, look, you've got a good undercover man in J.P. Ayers. You trust him?
Well, certainly.
Well, then give him a chance to identify these small-timers that pull the job. There's no sense in fighting the whole Clanton outfit.
How long will that take?
Well, sir, that depends on a lot of things.
How long, Wyatt?
Mr. Thacker, nobody can answer that exactly. It may take a week. It may just take a few days.
Well, I can't wait. Wyatt, these robberies and killings have got to be stopped.
Look, it would take 300 special agents and an act of Congress to break the Clantons, and we haven't got either one. Now, be reasonable.
I've been reasonable too long. I'll handle this case my own way.
Your own way, huh?
We're the posse.
Well, I won't take them out.
You don't have to. I'm sure Sheriff Bean will be more cooperative. Good day, Marshal. Sheriff, I want a posse organized and sent after the Hanby killers right away.
A posse? What about Marshal Earp? What did he say?
The marshal said no. So I came to you. You're the sheriff.
The truth is, sir, Earp isn't too popular. I doubt that he could raise another posse right now.
Oh, he's probably waiting for the inside tip-off to the guilty men.
Well, I don't care what he's doing. The point is I want those men caught.
I see. You want to send in a report your main office will approve. And naturally, they don't like unsolved crimes.
Naturally. Do you?
No, of course not. A posse's a very good idea, Mr. Thacker. Very good. But Earp should have started on the trail while it was hot.
How big do you think that posse'd have to be, Sheriff?
I was getting to that. It would take 20 or 30 men. And the county can't afford to subsist horses and men on what could be a long chase. I'm afraid, sir...
Wells Fargo doesn't ask the county to pay its bills. We're offering a reward.
What kind?
Even so, Mr. Thacker.
$10,000 for the arrest and conviction of Hanby's killers.
10,000?
We never paid more. Now, if you're out for bounty money...
No, I'd do well to break even. And naturally, anything left over would go to my deputies.
Does that mean you'll go ahead?
Yes. I'll raise the posse and lead them. I'll need an advance, however.
Come over to the office. It's against company policy, but this is an emergency. I'll give you $1,000.
But, Sheriff, suppose you don't catch the killers. That trail is real cold by now.
Don't worry, I'll find them. You get ready to ride, Cavanaugh. do you say, Mr. Clanton? You keep the Wells Fargo stuff. We don't have to find that anyway. You turn the men who killed Hamby over to me, and we'll split the 10,000 50-50.
Well, I'll tell you what I say. My boys never pulled that job. They got bigger things to do, and if they had, I wouldn't turn them in. Worth more than that right here.
Then pick some sort of a troublemaker. It's an easy way to get rid of a man, and I don't care who it is.
Well, I do. Never frame no man onto the gallows.
But, Papa, $5,000.
Hush up, Ike. You're a pretty poor excuse. I hate Wyatt Earp with a good, clean hatred, but I downright despise you.
Papa, keep your temper. Come on, I see you to your horse.
Don't turn your back on him, Ike.
If I find you a setup, does the 5,000 go for me?
Sure. But I'll need witnesses, too.
I can get them. But not a word to Papa. He'd kill me.
Give me credit for a little sense.
Find anything?
No. A lot of tracks the trail gave out. Anything happened while I was gone?
Yeah. You could have saved yourself the trip. Sheriff Ben's done already solved the case.
The Hamby killing?
Yes, sir. Brung in that young rancher, Will Morris. Says he done it.
What does Morris say?
And he didn't do it. What'd you expect?
Maybe he's telling the truth.
Just wait till you talk to him, White. He ain't got no alibi. I'm afraid they're gonna hang him for it.
I took a good look at that stage station. 3 men in the robbery. Tracked the horses about 5 miles before the trail ran out. Dr. Goodfellow says that there are bullets from both the .45 and a rifle in the body.
Sound more like the Clantons, don't they?
Where's Morris, inside?
Yeah.
I'll have a talk to him. You go get some rest.
Ben's itchy for a quick trial, seeing that justice is done. There ain't a whole lot of time left, White.
Oh, hello, Shotgun.
Oh, how do, Miss Nellie?
Wyatt, I've got to talk to you.
It's quite late. Must be very important.
It is. This is Virginia Rollins. Her father has that silver mine out north of town.
Howdy, Miss Rollins. Won't you please sit down?
Come sit down, Virginia. Thank you, Wyatt.
I know your father. He's quite a fine man. What seems to be the trouble?
It's not about him.
Virginia tells me that Will Morris has been arrested for something that he didn't do.
Well, he was arrested, but how do you know he's not guilty?
Because he was with me when that man was held up and killed. He wouldn't tell Sheriff Ben.
Why not?
Because of my father.
You see, Wyatt, sometimes Virginia's father can be pretty unreasonable. He wants her to marry a miner, and he doesn't even want her
When he hears about this, I don't know what he'll do. He doesn't like Will. I don't care anymore. I can't let Will die.
No, Virginia.
Miss Rollins, is there anybody else who, well, might have something against your young man?
Oh, no. He works very hard on his ranch. Everyone else thinks he's wonderful, except Ike Clanton.
What's Will got to do with the Clantons?
Oh, it sounds silly, but Ike's jealous. He thinks I won't see him because of Will. So he hates Will. Threatened to shoot him once.
Old man Clanton's done a lot of awful things, but I don't think he'd go for a frame-up. Maybe if I had a talk with him.
No, he wouldn't tell you who the killers were.
Maybe not, but I might get him to stop this frame-up.
I'm not sure I want him to.
Whatever you say, Wyatt.
Miss Rollins, I want you to do me a favor. You go home and don't mention to anyone what you told me here.
But he'll die.
Now, don't worry. You can trust Wyatt.
I don't think we should upset your father unless we need to. I promise you, Mr. Morris won't die.
All right, Mr. Earp. Thank you.
Thanks, Wyatt.
Now, Mr. Morris, you say that you did not rob the Wells Fargo station. You did not kill the agent.
Yes, sir.
But you won't tell me where you were.
No, sir.
Then how can I believe you're innocent?
I guess you can't.
Mr. Morris, do you realize that you're going to hang for this? That you're going to be tried and sentenced to hang for murder?
I didn't think it was that bad.
Do you want to hang?
No, I don't want to hang. But I can't tell you where I was. I just can't.
Why not? You trying to protect somebody else?
I'm in love with this gal. I was out riding on the plateau with her last night. If her father finds out about it, there's no telling what he'll do. She'll never forgive me.
Well, she must be a real dilly of a girl. If she lets you hang, you're a fool, not a gentleman.
All right. Her name is Virginia Rollins. You can ask her about it.
I already have. She told me the whole story.
Well, then
I had to get it from you. Mr. Morris, it's quite obvious that you're being framed, but I have to find the killers. Now, I have an idea that if they think that you're going to be convicted of the murder, they'll get careless enough that I might be able to catch up with them. But I'll need time.
Well, can I help?
You can. You go on refusing to say where you were last night. Stay in jail a while longer.
You mean just pretend I'm guilty?
That's right. We may not have to use your alibi after all.
Mr. Earp, I'll do anything to keep Virginia out of this.
Wyatt! Well, you were wrong. Sheriff Bean captured that hoodlum without losing a man.
You used a posse?
No posse. Just Kavanaugh.
You're mistaken, Gibbs. I gave the sheriff an advance so he could hire the posse.
You gave Bean money?
$1,000.
Looks like you spent your money for nothing, Mr. Thacker.
Now, you're on the wrong track, Wyatt. He's entitled to the reward as soon as the man's convicted. Now, if he didn't need the posse, well, that's sheer luck. And it's funny he didn't mention it to me.
Yeah, it's very funny. How much more has he got coming?
9,000. The reward is 10.
$10,000. Well, Bean would frame himself for that much.
In order to get that 9,000, he's got to prove Mr. Morris guilty.
That's right. Are you suggesting that he can't prove it?
Oh, I'm not suggesting anything, Mr. Thacker. Look, why don't we talk about this some other time? You know, if Bean has framed Morris for that reward money, this is our first chance to catch him at something serious.
If we catch him.
Yeah. Hey, look, there goes Ike Clanton into the birdcage.
Yeah, and he's alone, too, ain't he? You don't suppose he's just going to meet a certain no-good sheriff in there, do you?
Yeah, he could be. Bean's too smart to let him come to the courthouse. But it's just coincidence if they happen to meet in the birdcage. Let's find out, huh?
I want the rest of the money. The boys are fidgeting.
I already gave you the 1,000 I got. You'll get the rest when I do, after the trial.
When's the trial?
No date yet. You know how to handle the boys, Ike. Keep them quiet. I'll rush the trial as much as I can.
Why rush it, Johnny? He'll hang soon enough.
Wyatt, Wells Fargo wants it settled.
Oh, yeah, Wells Fargo. Say, whatever happened to that posse you were going to hire?
I tried
tracked the killer myself. Didn't need a posse.
What'd you do with the $1,000 Thacker gave you then?
I've still got it. Part of the reward money, you know. Perfectly legal. What are you being so sociable about, Herb?
I want you to tell me who killed Hamby. Sit down.
You got nothing on me.
Your father will have. If I tell him that you're helping Bean put a frame on young Morris.
I didn't frame anybody.
Oh, I know all about it, Ike. I know why you picked Morris, and I know that you know who killed Hamby and where they are. And I want you to lead a posse there.
Now, look. I arrested Morris on Ike's say-so. If there's been a miscarriage of justice, it's my duty to straighten things out.
Well, he says that just like a real sheriff, don't he?
Don't he?
I ain't a squealer.
But I am. And I tell your father.
You can't do that, Pop. It'd kill me.
Better chance than I'd give you.
Now, look, Sheriff Bean, we'll form a small posse with Mr. Thacker. Since you got some of the money, why don't you just come along and make the arrest?
Wyatt, I'm on good terms with the Clantons. It helps me when I collect taxes. You don't need my help to arrest those Clanton men. The old man might get sore.
Oh, no, John. You don't weasel out. Shut up!
Shall we go, gentlemen? Gibbs, you circle come in from the back. Mr. Thacker, you and your man take the sides. We'll come in from the front. Let's go.
I better stay here and watch the horses.
Roscoe, watch the horses. Come on.
The law's outside.
Well, we can't make a fight here. Come on, let's make a run for the brush.
Wait! The cash box and mail sack.
I give!
Ike, run off, Wyatt.
Let him. We got what we came for.
Mr. Clanton! Mr. Clanton! Well, what's the trouble, Dongo? Come on, spit it out.
Well, Bean double-crossed you. He arrested Jake and Homer for the Hanby killing.
Bean done that?
That's right. He led Wyatt Earp and the Wells Fargo agent right straight to the hideout, and they killed Summers.
Get the boys. We can do some killing, too.
Marshal Earp?
Yes, sir.
Remove the prisoners.
If the court please.
Yes, Sheriff.
I think the law provides that I have custody of these men.
The court does not consider you a proper custodian. Mr. Earp, take them away.
Yes, sir.
One moment, Sheriff. The court orders you to release Will Morris forthwith.
Yes, sir, right away.
Hold on. I'm not finished. You will also return the $1,000 that you accepted from Wells Fargo. You're not entitled to it.
But...
Court is adjourned.
I guess I owe you an apology.
We all make mistakes.
An innocent man could have been convicted with Wells Fargo paying $10,000 to get it done. I haven't any excuse for being so hasty, Wyatt, except the complete lawlessness of this town.
Well, I understand your position, Mr. Thacker. You have a lot of pressure from the main office. Your mistake was in tempting an unscrupulous man with your reward.
Well, that's another thing. Why haven't you arrested Bean?
Because I can't prove that he framed Morris. Don't you think I'd like to nail him?
Calm down. I was just asking, Wyatt. I got the 1,000 back, the mail sacked, the cash box, and the men are in jail. I can't complain.
What are you doing here?
They're in town. Old man Clanton and his top guns.
So what's so unusual about that?
They sent for me to come to the birdcage. They mean to kill me.
Well, now, why shouldn't they, from their point of view?
You tricked me into leading that posse and arresting Clanton's men, Wyatt. You can't let him kill me.
Well, Sheriff, I see you got the message. Clanton's gonna gun him, Wyatt. And I say good riddance. He brung it on himself.
Where's Ike Clanton?
Cosmopolitan Hotel. He's afraid to go home, and I don't blame him.
What are you going to do, Wyatt?
Mr. Gibbs, you go on over to the Cosmopolitan Hotel and see that Ike doesn't leave that room. You get in a cell.
A cell?
You asking my help or not? Get in a cell. The Clantons won't look for you there.
All right. I'll wait there.
Where you going, Wyatt?
Don't you worry about that. You just keep Ike in that room.
He deserves to be killed. I'd have shot him myself, but he won't go for a gun. Bean's gotta die, ain't he, Wyatt?
We all have to die sometime, Mr. Gibbs.
You were tempted to let them gun Bean.
Yes, I was.
But how can you save him?
Well, I have to try. Can't let Clanton shoot at us, Sheriff. Even to get rid of Bean.
Well, Bean ain't in the courthouse, or in his hotel, or in any saloon. You reckon he's spooked?
He ain't got no place to run to, boss.
Where could he go? Well, get your guns. We'll find him. Let's go. Uh-oh. Hold on a minute. Evening, Herb.
Evening, Mr. Clanton.
Me and the boys are in town to do you a big favor, Sonny. Can't tell you what it is just yet.
Ike is mighty sick, Mr. Clanton.
Sick? What's wrong with him?
Dr. Goodfellow doesn't know. But Ike would like to see you.
Well, where's he at?
Cosmopolitan Hotel.
Well, I'll have to go now. You fellas just sit a while. I won't be long.
After I found out he tried to frame Will Morris for half the reward money, I threatened to tell you. So he agreed to turn in Hamby's killers. You can't blame Bean for that. I forced Bean to go along.
This true, Ike? You gonna tell this around?
No. Only reason I told you is so you wouldn't kill Bean.
You're the Lord's own fooler. Bean hates you. He'd gun you if he had the sand. Get on your feet. Herb said you were sick. You're gonna be. Come on. If you wasn't a Johnny Law, Sonny, I'd thank you real kindly.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous,
Halt! Fire away!
Come on in, sir. What can I do for you?
Marshal Wyatt, there's a man in town I think you should know about.
Probably a lot of men that I should know about. Which one do you mean?
He came in today. Name's Dobie Jenner.
Dobie Jenner. Jenner. Sorry, it doesn't mean anything to me.
I'm sure he's wanted by the law. Most probably for breaking out of Yuma prison.
Sir, maybe you have some information that I don't have. Sit down, sir. Now, when did he break out of prison?
I don't know that.
Well, it must have been quite recent.
I'm not positive he did break out, but he must have. He was sentenced to 5 years, and it's hardly 4. And I saw him here in Tombstone today.
Then you knew him well?
Very well. He was my mining partner before I went into the mercantile business.
And now you're turning him in?
Marshal, he's a murderer. That's why he was sent to prison.
Well, they usually hang murderers, Mr. McKean.
The important thing, he's here in town. Now, what are you going to do about it?
Mr. McKean, he could have been released early on good behavior. He may have as much right in this town as you or I.
I tell you, he's dangerous. Run him out before he causes trouble.
For whom? Does he bear a grudge against you, maybe, for putting him in prison?
No, not that. It's Phoebe, Mrs. McKean. She was, that is, Jenner thought she intended marrying him, and I suppose he thought she'd wait for him.
I see. Has he made any threats?
No, but I know him. He's a violent man. He's proved that. And what's the reason he's here?
Well, there could be lots of reasons why he's here.
No. This happened in Prescott. Now, if he's been there and found out we're married, we're in awful danger. I demand you do something about it.
I said I would check on him.
That's not enough. You got to run him out of town.
Mr. McKean, I can't run him out of town unless he gives me a reason. Now, you stay away from him, and maybe he'll stay away from you, sir.
Marshal, you're going to be sorry for this.
Hello, Wyatt.
Hello, Miss Nellie. Say, do you have a man registered here by the name of Jenner?
Sure have. Room 14 upstairs.
What's the matter?
Nothing really. He's just kind of a strange person. Do you know he made us put his bed on the porch outside his window?
Mr. Jenner? What do you want? My name's Wyatt Earp.
I see you're a marshal, too. I, kind of figured you'd come snooping around. I got a legal right to be here. This paper says so.
You're right. According to this, you've been on parole for a month. Where you been?
Prescott?
Why'd you come to Tombstone?
I gotta have a reason.
Most men do.
McKean came running to you like a scared rabbit, huh?
You bear him any grudge?
Supposing I do. Maybe I got that right, too.
Maybe.
Marshal, I'm a miner. Or was. Mining played out around Prescott, so I came here. Now, does that answer your question?
Not entirely.
I'm looking for a new start if you John Laws will let me get it.
Well, you'll get it from me as long as you don't violate your parole.
And what will you call a violation?
Any act of violence against Mr. McKean or his wife.
Phoebe? Now, why would I want to harm her?
Because she married McKean instead of you.
Man can't blame a woman for that. Especially when he goes and gets himself sent off to a prison. No.
Mr. Jenner, could you tell me what happened?
I killed a man. A miner. I robbed him. He fought me, and I killed him.
And why didn't they hang you?
I'd never done anything bad before. Miner was drunk. He fought me like a wild man. I had to kill him in self-defense. Oh, I was wrong. But I paid. I paid dearly. 4 long years. So you tell McKean to relax. I'll let bygones be bygones. You see that he does the same.
All right. Say, by the way, how come you insist on staying out here?
Did you ever see the inside of Yuma prison? I'm sure you had. I can't sleep cooped up in a room anymore. Marshal. How is she? Phoebe, I mean. How does she look?
She looks fine.
Maybe it was best then.
He's still there. Oh, George, why don't you go out and talk to him?
I told you he'll kill me.
Believe that of Dobie.
Well, I can.
I think he only wants to talk to us. He's standing out there afraid to come in, ashamed.
Phoebe, I don't understand you.
Well, I don't understand you. You were friends, partners. Why should you fear him now?
Well, prison changes a man. You didn't see his face, his eyes.
Well, he's been through a lot. And he needs our help. At least you can talk to him.
Not me.
George, if you won't go out to him, I will.
Phoebe, I forbid it.
Forbid it? Dobie? Dobie, I know you're there. Please, I want to talk to you. Hello, Dobie.
Hello, Phoebe.
You look thin. Was it awfully bad?
Oh, no, it wasn't really bad.
Well, it's over now. Oh, Dobie, why don't you come in? You know my house is open to you anytime.
No, I just came over to speak to George, really.
Now, Dobie, it's as much my blame as his.
Oh, no, there's no blame. No one's to blame. That's what I wanted to tell George. It isn't as if you promised or anything.
But I might have. I cried for a long time after they sent you away. I didn't marry George right away.
You have a better life now.
Nice house.
Yes, it's not like the dance hall. George has prospered in Tombstone.
I'm glad. Goodbye, Phoebe.
Dobie, what are you going to do?
Oh, I haven't made up my mind yet.
Well, let us help you. You and George were partners once.
Things have changed, Phoebe. Things have changed. Goodbye, Phoebe. Phoebe, are you happy?
Of course.
Goodbye.
Jenner, get away from my wife and stay away.
George, put down that gun.
Did you hear me, Jenner? Get out of town and stay out.
George, what are you saying? He's our friend. He means us no harm.
That's what you think. Well, I don't. He hates us. Hates me, anyway. And the feeling's mutual. Scum, that's all he is. A jailbird and a murderer.
George!
And if he doesn't leave us alone, I'll see he goes back to prison where he belongs.
Jenner!
You won't need that gun, Mr. McKean. Put it down.
All right, Marshal. But you've seen yourself he was waiting to attack me.
You're lying. I said I'd handle this. Mr. McKean, you go on inside the house. You too, Mrs. McKean.
Marshal, my husband's mistaken. Mr. Jenner meant us no harm. He's welcome in my house anytime.
Phoebe, what are you saying?
Exactly what I mean.
If I catch him around here, he's a dead man, and the law'll back me up. You coming in?
Don't worry, Mrs. McKean. I understand.
Goodbye, Dobie.
Marshal, I think I'll get myself some prospecting equipment and leave town tomorrow or the next day.
That's probably best for everybody.
I had to see you. Just once.
Well, I understand that. One thing I can't understand, Mr. Jenner, is McKean was trying to bait you. He was hoping for a chance to use that gun. Why?
I told you I'd let bygones be bygones. I will, as long as she's happy.
George McKean's wife. Say, that reminds me, you remember that feller that had McKean so upset about, 3 or 4 weeks ago?
Jenner? Yeah, what about him?
I heard the darn fool's up in Dry Canyon prospecting. Sure must be a sorry miner. Anybody in Arizona territory could tell him ain't no more gold up there.
Wyatt! Wyatt, come over to the hotel, quick.
What's the matter, Miss
It's
Miller?
Mrs. McKean. She wants to talk to you. It's George McKean.
You're not fooling me. You left me so you could go to Dobie.
That's not true. Why do you keep saying it?
You can't do this to me. I'll kill him. And the law won't stop me. No jury will convict me for killing the scum who broke up my home.
Mrs. McKean.
Oh, Marshal. I had to leave him. I had to. I couldn't stand it anymore. Ever since that night.
Mrs. McKean, this isn't really any of my business, you know.
No, but it is, Marshal. Well, you heard him. George is going to kill Dobie. You've got to stop him.
I
Just arrest your husband because he made threats.
Yes, but you can warn Dobie.
Do you know where he is?
Oh, no, I haven't seen him since that night. Dobie's coming here brought things to a head, but the marriage was a mistake from the beginning. There's no understanding between Dobie and me, whatever my husband said. But Dobie did go to jail because of me.
Because of you?
He never tried to steal except to get money to buy me things. You see, I was a dance hall girl, and I thought I had to have expensive things.
I see. Mrs. McKean, when you married your husband, he had enough money to start a business. Where'd you get it?
He told me he sold a mining claim. Why?
Oh, I just wanted to know. Well, I'll see if I can find Jenna before your husband does.
Jenner?
Jenner?
Over here, Dobie. Better way. It's me, Wyatt Earp.
What are you doing out here, Marshal?
Just came to call.
Oh. Sit down. Care for a little warmed-over coffee?
Oh, thank you. You're, not working those diggings over there, are you?
Oh, no. I'm working up above where there's water.
Getting any?
Oh, not enough to make it pay, I'd say. I'm not making any big fortune.
What you doing it for?
Oh, it's better out here in the fresh air and sunlight. Working in a store someplace.
Mr. Jenner, this is Apache country. Solitary man in these canyons, well, it isn't safe.
Nobody'd care whether the Apaches got me or not.
Well, if you're working up high because of the water, how come you're not camping up there?
It's too closed in up there. I like it down here and where it's open and fresh air.
Maybe you have another reason. Maybe you're thinking of using that shaft as a trap.
You found that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's just a little something I fixed up in case anybody came snooping around.
Particularly one man, McKean?
It's no secret I'm here. Thought maybe he might get a little curious.
And if he didn't find out that you were here, you were going to make sure he did.
I think you got the wrong idea about me, Marshal. I don't want to kill McKean. I'd just like to give him a little taste of what it feels like to be in Yuma prison.
Mr. Jenner, I came out here to ask you a question, to give you a message.
Go ahead.
The question is, what happened to that money you stole from the miner? They never found it. You swore that you didn't get it. But I think you know who did. It was McKean, wasn't it? He was your partner, and he was in on the whole thing, wasn't he? No answer?
I had my day in court. I don't have to answer that question.
Well, maybe you'll change your mind when I give you the message. Mrs. McKean left her husband, moved into a hotel. She asked me to warn you that her husband blames you for her leaving. He wants to kill you. Now, you want to answer my question?
She left him. She's not happy with him?
Never was.
All right. You were right all along. McKean planned the whole thing right from the beginning. He did the robbing. Then when the miner showed up, I stayed and did the fighting while he got away.
Why didn't you say that in court?
We're partners. I figured that half of the money'd be waiting for me when I got out. When I did, I knew I couldn't get close to it.
I see. And you paid your debt. He hasn't.
You could never prove anything against him.
Maybe we can. Maybe we can with the use of that trap of yours.
You're looking for me, George?
Jenner, let me out of here.
No, I don't know about that.
You trapped me. This is a trap.
Only if somebody comes snooping around.
I was just looking for you, Dobie.
To shoot me or to give me back my half of the money?
Step out so I can see you.
To shoot me, maybe. But if you did that, you might never get out of there, George. You better do some thinking about that.
Dobie, let me out, please.
No, George. I think you better stay there for a while. Get some idea of how I felt there in Yuma prison. Nights like this when you're lonely and afraid. The hot days. Days so hot you can hardly breathe and it feels like it's baking you alive. I think you better stay there for a while. Wait till you go through one of those days.
Dobie, let me out of here, please.
You didn't say about my half of the money.
I'll give it to you. I always meant to. There wasn't much, Dobie. The fellow didn't have very much.
He had enough to put you in business.
I'll give you half of everything.
You can't give me back those years in prison.
Dobie, please.
You knew that miner was coming back, didn't you?
No, I didn't. I swear it. I planned everything very carefully. And if you'd only followed orders, there wouldn't have been any trouble. Now let me out of here, Dobie. Let me out.
Throw out your gun.
now, you scum!
He heard the whole thing, George.
Give me your bandana.
Up the country, the old Wild West country, he made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail. Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Wells Fargo had 2 undercover agents in Cochise County. One was J.B. Ayers, who operated a roadhouse and outlaw hangout in Charleston. Marshal Earp had the conviction that the law must protect secret agents from exposure at all costs, and sometimes found himself tangling with trouble that might cost several lives, including his own.
Run down!
Done enough damage.
You shouldn't have let him get away.
2 men wounded, Mr. Thacker. Isn't that enough for you?
Why, I don't like ambushes nohow.
That hoodlum will go straight to old man Clanton.
You got a horse, you go after him.
We should all go after him.
And get bushwhacked by Clanton? Didn't the Wells Fargo people ever give you an intelligence test before they hired you?
Oh, button up, Doc. Give me a bandana. We saved a mail and silver shipment. Old man Clanton will know there's a tip-off, even if that man doesn't make it back.
Well, the main thing is that old Clanton won't know whereabouts the tip come from.
I'm not so sure about that.
Tango! Look out, this is my shoulder.
Well, it must have been a tip-off, Mr. Clanton. Earp and his men was laying for us right where we stopped that stage.
2 good boys gone. Give Dongo a drink. Who you reckon tipped him?
I don't know. But some of the boys was sure having a lot of fun last night over to Ayers Roadhouse.
Ayers? You reckon it was him?
Couldn't been him, Papa. He gets half his trade from us.
He probably wouldn't have had the nerve.
Maybe not. I ain't saying it is or it ain't him. All I know is we gotta find out for sure. There's a silver shipment for Benson tomorrow. I want you and Finn to get Ayers all to himself. Kind of hint to him we're gonna knock off that shipment, and you, Finn.
Yes, sir.
Let Ike do the talking. He's the blabbermouth this outfit. Ayers might get suspicious with you to say anything.
We'll nail him, Papa.
You just prove he sold us out. I'll do the nailing personally.
Well, I sure was sorry to hear about the boy's bad luck. Wells Fargo must have had a tip-off, huh?
That's exactly what Papa thinks. Any idea who?
No, I haven't. But to tell the truth, some of the boys were talking a little too much the other night, and
I'm afraid that anybody could have hurt him.
Well, we'll even up.
Sure. But not too soon, I hope.
Why not?
Well, I don't want to tell your old man how to run his business, but I think he ought to stay off the Benson Trail until he finds that undercover man.
Mr. Ayers, drink.
Thanks, Finn.
Papa seems to think it'd be smart maybe to hit him again quick. Like that silver shipment tomorrow.
Too risky.
They couldn't set up another bushwhack deal that fast.
Well, I ain't gonna argue with your papa, boys. Wouldn't do no good nohow.
Maybe we'll hit that silver wagon and maybe not. Papa's got it in his head you know something about the tip-off.
Look, Ike, like I told you, them boys talked too loud and too long the other night. Now, I serve all kind of people in here. Well, even some saddle tramp could have blabbered his mouth off to Wells Fargo for the reward.
It could have happened that way.
Sure. So, for what it's worth, you advise the old man to stay off the Benson Trail until it cools off, huh?
Why are you so interested? Yeah, why?
Well, after all, I lost good customers today. Besides, what would happen to my business here if word got out that there was a Wells Fargo spy operating out of the place? The biggest favor your old man can do me is to find out who tipped off Wells Fargo.
We'll find him, Ayers. And mind you, talk about that silver wagon just amongst us three.
Sure.
Papa might change his mind.
Well, I sure hope he does. After all, you Clantons are my best friends.
Ayers sent a note. Clanton suspects him.
Well, I told you he would. And you can't help Ayers now.
Mr. Thacker, let Clanton take that silver wagon tomorrow.
I can't do that. That's $10,000.
A man's life is worth more than $10,000.
Well, of course it is, but, well, there isn't time to explain it to San Francisco, and they didn't want to hire undercover men in the first place.
Look how much money they've saved your company. How many times have they risked their lives?
Look, we're moving that bullion by the Lizard's Tooth cutoff. Now, Ayers doesn't know that we've changed our route, and I'm sure Clanton doesn't. Now, this won't get Ayers in any trouble.
But they already suspect him.
Well, I'll pay a personal visit to Clanton. I'll tell him that Ayers is a tavern owner, nothing more.
Oh, sure. Look, he's a brave and valuable man to both of us. I'm going to try and save him if I can.
I hope you do.
Marshal Earp, open up. Step back. I'm gonna have to arrest you to make this look good. Here, put these on. Lift him, all of you. I've known for a long time that you work hand in glove with the Clantons.
I ain't with nobody. You get the wrong man.
You do too much business with these hoodlums.
I do business to make a living. I ain't their keeper.
That's too bad. Move out. Move out! Open the door. Get away from that window. Sit down.
Old man Clanton ain't sure yet, Wyatt. But he's getting close to me.
Can't Thacker help you?
Well, it's like I was just writing to my wife. It's too late. Besides, where would I go? No place that old man Clanton wouldn't follow me. As long as he's sure I'm the tip-off man.
it's a hard thing to say, but you're probably right. Look, there's a silver wagon leaving the Charleston Mill tomorrow morning. It's taking the Lizard's Tooth Canyon Trail.
Clanton wouldn't expect that route.
Not unless you ride down there and tell him.
What? You must be joking.
I need you, Mr. Ayers. A good undercover man is worth 100 times what Clanton will get in that shipment.
But I couldn't double-cross Wells Fargo.
You might have to in order to save your own life. Besides, this might put you on the inside with Clanton. We still don't know where he peddles that silver.
Well, he cuts it up and fences it.
Where?
I don't know.
Well, you've got to prove to Clanton that you're not a spy for Wells Fargo. So you ride down there and tell Clanton about the wagon. You say that you overheard Thacker and me arguing about it when you were in your cell.
It may work, but Wells Fargo's liable to be awful sore about it.
So you let him this time. Come on.
Wyatt. I just hope I'm doing the right thing.
Mr. Ayers, I've worked for Wells Fargo now off and on for many years. I'll take the responsibility. The one thing I don't want is you getting killed. Now, you just keep your mouth shut and let Wells Fargo jump on me. When they finally understand, they won't jump too hard. Now, I'm going to put you in a cell for a few hours and then let you go. Come on, I'll take the handcuffs off.
What are you doing here?
I gotta talk to your father.
Well, talk. He's on the porch.
You're up early.
Wyatt Earp arrested me last night. He and Thacker of Wells Fargo figure I'm a mite too friendly with your boys.
What makes him think so?
Well, there's barfly talk, Mr. Clanton. But Earp heard about Finn and Ike and me being in the back room after supper.
There's too much talk out of your place, Ayers.
But it ain't coming from me, and I can prove it to you.
He's gonna prove he ain't a tip-off, boys.
How you gonna do that, Ayers?
Well, last night when I was laying in my cell, I overheard Thacker and Earp talking about a silver wagon. Thacker's sending that wagon right by the cutoff at Lizard's Tooth. Earp called him a fool. Earp wanted to have it sent by the regular trail that goes to Benson with a posse. Just as soon as Earp let me loose, why, I grabbed my horse and ran down here just to tell you about it.
All right. Take him.
What's the idea?
We'll find out whether you're telling the truth or not. It won't take long. Meantime, you stay in the bunkhouse under guard.
Well, I'm your friend, Mr. Clanton.
Maybe. Maybe not. Lock him up. Tell Shoulder to watch him.
One more. Oh, we got two more load again. Wait a minute. Wait. The other way. Get out. All right, now head back to Charleston.
Don't turn around.
Here.
Guess we were wrong about Ayers, Papa.
Mm-hmm. Always thought he'd make a good man for us.
You know what? This business of being a spy takes considerable courage.
Yeah, it sure does.
Yeah, I'll say it does. You know, it'd fidget me plumb sick, not ever knowing from day to day whether I was going to get found out.
I should think it would. Risking your life guarding somebody else's gold and silver, not even daring to show a gun in your hand. Say, Wyatt, when an undercover man is killed, does the company pay for the funeral?
Secretly, yes.
Well, that's some consolation. Would they bury Roscoe?
Ask Mr. Thacker about that.
Howdy, Thacker. We were just talking about you.
Wyatt, old man Clanton robbed that ore shipment through Lizard's Tooth Canyon.
Anybody hurt?
No, but that's not the point.
You and I were the only ones supposed to know about it.
Yes, and I didn't tell the Clantons.
I know that. I did.
You tipped them. You did.
That's right. Not directly. I told your undercover man to pass the word. Old man Clanton was getting too close to him.
Excellent strategy.
Probably saved that poor feller's life.
How on earth am I going to explain this to San Francisco? Now, you tell me, Wyatt. How am I going to report that a United States Marshal leaked the information?
I'll write him a letter. Wells Fargo made a good investment.
Investment?
That's right. Your man just might find out where Clanton fences that silver.
Oh, he might. Where?
Now, Thacker, where's your sporting blood?
Don't go getting tough with Wyatt.
You keep out of this.
Would Wells Fargo bury my mule Roscoe if he was to get killed on one of these here secret deals? Now I'm putting it to you plain, would they?
No, they wouldn't! Well, I better cool off before I talk any more about this. But you're in serious trouble, Wyatt. Serious trouble.
Where's Ayers now?
I hope he joined up with the Clantons.
What if he didn't fool them people?
And we'll find out, and find out fast. We'll head for Charleston first.
How about Thacker?
I think he'll stall for a day or two. This isn't the kind of a deal you can put in a coded telegram.
What's the matter? You got the silver, didn't you?
Papa ain't satisfied.
And we ain't either.
All that you told us was true enough, but Earp could be using you for a spy just the same.
He arrested me last night, and I can prove it to you.
We already checked on that, Ayers. But you ain't done nothing to hang your britches in the sling.
How do you mean? What do you want me to do?
I'm studying that right now.
It's silver, ain't it?
Mm-hmm. We chisel up them big ingots from the mill, smelt down the chunks to make it look like small miners purified them out in camp kettles. Know anybody be a good steady market?
I could pass some for you. I'm always buying liquor and supplies, Mr. Clanton.
How much could you take?
$500 a month.
Chicken feed. I got 30,000 in silver hid out right now.
Well, maybe I could find a bigger buyer for you.
But no taking it across the border. People always getting caught that border. All right, I'll take a chance on you for 500.
Oh, I don't think I've got that much on me right now.
You can get it.
Yes, sir.
Earp, Holiday, and Gibbs.
Why didn't they stop Ayers?
Maybe because he's in cahoots with them, and not us.
He shook us off. He must be being followed.
You better tell Papa.
Look up there. Ike and Finn Clanton. I made a fool mistake.
How's that?
In order to make it look good, I should have stopped Ayers and searched him. Old man Clanton will be wondering why I didn't.
Can we do something to fix it?
We can ride into Charleston and arrest Ayers again.
That's not enough to fool Clanton now, Wyatt.
No, you're right. It'll take more than that. I'll tell you what. I got something that might work. Look, when I go into the roadhouse... Get in there. Move over there. We blundered on the trail. Ike and Finn were watching.
It was my fault, Wyatt. I didn't think I could stand a search. Here's part of the old man's haul. He's got to cache of it somewhere. I had to promise to fence it for him.
Yeah, there's only one way to get you in the clear with Clanton. In order to prove that we're not in cahoots, you're going to have to shoot me.
Shoot you?
That's right. Now, when I take you outside, as we come off the steps, you hit me in the stomach. Take my gun, shoot me. I've got it loaded with blanks. I've got it fixed with Holiday and Gibbs to make it look real.
But why?
Look, it's the only thing we can do. Now, let's go. Goodbye.
Go on.
Get out of my way!
You got Herb.
Get back there, you murdering scum! Get back!
How's he, Doc? He hit bad?
Pretty bad, Gibbs. We'll have to take that wagon and get him to the hospital.
Any of you know who done this? Well, we'll find out.
You're wasting time, Gibbs. The idea is to get that wagon and we'll take him to the hospital. We'll get the one who did it later.
Get back inside there. Hold on.
Can you handle him?
Yeah.
Mr. Clanton! Mr. Clanton! Air shot Earp, Mr. Clanton. Kill him? Earp wasn't dead when Holiday and Gibbs started for the hospital, but he was hit real bad. I told you Ayers was all right. Go find me Ed and Charlie Monroe. I want to see him quick.
What for?
Well, if he didn't kill Earp, we got to finish the job. Can't let him get well and arrest Ayers for this. No, sir. Ayers a good man. We got to help him, boys.
Look, Papa, let Ike and I go into town. We'll do it.
Hush up. I don't want no Clantons in this. Ed and Charlie Monroe ain't known in Tombstone. Ain't even known they work for me.
Papa.
Go find them.
Hey, Doc. Relax, will you? Nobody's gonna come for me tonight. Why don't you go to bed and get some rest?
I know Clanton. He'll want to make sure you're dead. And tonight.
I got this, haven't I?
Yeah, but you don't shoot to kill. A brain shot is the treatment of choice in a corner like this. You ask Dr. Goodfellow. He'll tell you the same.
Dr. Goodfellow won't like anything I do.
I guess he wouldn't. You don't like the idea of you taking up a bed with a make-believe wound.
Nothing's gonna happen. You take a nap.
There's the hospital tent.
Well, let's go.
No, we're not going to go in the front door and have some nurse yelling her head off. We'll mosey around first.
That's Earp.
He's a big man. Dark hair. Clanton said we might have to make a guess at it.
I think it's Earp.
men dead.
That sums it up admirably and succinctly. How long do you have to stay in here, Deacon?
Doctor says 1 week in order to make this look real.
All this to save an undercover man for Wells Fargo.
And what would you have done?
Save him, naturally. Night, sir.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail. Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told.
Doc, good.
Who is it?
Poor Burke Simpson, rest his soul. There was no need to bother you, Marshal. My friend died of natural causes.
What natural causes?
Too much liquor and a weak heart, I'm afraid.
Probably.
Over here.
Acute alcoholism with congestive heart failure. Should give you something to think about, Holliday.
Yeah. I feel sorry for his daughter. The girl will take it hard. What with her approaching marriage and all. Mr. Mackey, will you go on over to the jail? Tell Mr. Gibbs to find Miss Leon Simpson. She'll have to take over things.
Yes, sir. Doc, come here. Take a look at his neck. What do you make of it?
You mean that puncture?
Looks like a needle mark, doesn't it?
Sure does.
Well, what does that mean?
That Mackey's theory was wrong. He didn't die of drink. He was murdered.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
In the Tombstone, Arizona of 1881, murder was not one of the subtle arts. The usual murder victim was either shot or stabbed in the back. But Tombstone had one killer who devised a different technique, and it was up to Marshal Earp to catch this wily criminal before he himself became a victim.
You think that old man Simpson was poisoned?
If you want to poison a man, you don't have to use a needle.
Then what was the needle for?
He put air into an artery or a vein with it. That's what Dr. Goodfellow says.
What would that do?
Well, the victim was dead in about 1 minute.
Doctor, your postmortem showing it?
Yes. My theory was right. The air bubble caused a block in circulation and death.
I wonder why the murderer chose such a complicated way.
To fool Wyatt into thinking the death was a natural one?
Well, whoever it was went to an awful lot of trouble for nothing. He's already made his first mistake. He'll make another.
That's right. They generally do.
Do you have anything to go on, Wyatt?
Just that Mr. Simpson didn't care for the young man that was courting his daughter.
Well, it's a lead for what it's worth.
Miss Simpson, I'm sorry about your father.
We'll do everything we can to help.
Thank you.
You feel well enough to answer a few questions?
Yes, sir.
Won't you sit down? I understand you're engaged to Mr. Hal Babcock, the foreman of the Bonanza mine. Did your father like him?
No. But Hal understood. Papa wasn't himself. He was drinking a lot, you know.
Did your father ever threaten him?
Please, Marshal. I can't talk anymore now.
All right. Come on, I'll have Mr. Gibbs take you.
I don't understand this, Marshal. You act like old man Simpson was murdered.
He was.
And you think I killed him?
Mr. Babcock, we're investigating his death. Now, let's take a look inside, shall we?
Well, if you'll tell me what you're looking for, I'll help you find it. I don't own a gun. There's a knife in that drawer. There's an axe over here. There's some rope outside.
Doc.
Clean with alcohol.
Where'd you get it?
I never saw that thing before.
And how did it get in your trunk?
Well, I don't know. It's not mine. Wait a minute. Does that got something to do with Mr. Simpson's death?
Where were you last night, Mr. Babcock?
I don't have to tell you that.
I said, where were you?
I don't have to tell you anything, and I won't.
All right, then you're under arrest. You know, Doc, I think we got the wrong man. Hal Babcock couldn't find an artery with a hard rock drill.
You're right, Deacon. Now tell me why he doesn't give himself an alibi.
I think we better go ask Miss Leone some more questions.
Let me do the asking. I'm not as chivalrous as you are. Miss Leone, do you know you have quite a reputation in Tombstone?
I do?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
In the last year, you've had more dates and men calling on you than any 3 women in the county.
I suppose I have.
Oh, there are quite a few theories about your popularity. Perhaps you have one of your own?
What are you trying to say, Dr. Holliday?
That people gossip about you.
You mean they think I'm bad?
Are they wrong?
They most certainly are, and so are you. Now, will you please get out of my house?
I'm sorry, Miss Leone. I'm sure the doc didn't mean any offense.
Well, I'm sure he did. I have nothing more to say, Marshal.
That isn't going to help Babcock much.
Help him?
Mr. Babcock isn't being too cooperative. He won't tell us where he was last night.
Last night? You mean you think he killed my father?
Can you tell us where he was?
He was with me.
Well, now, why didn't he tell us that?
I don't know.
Miss Leone, who were the other men before you became engaged?
Ease off, Doc. Miss Leone, I think you need some rest. You've been under quite a strain. We'll leave you now.
Thank you.
Goodbye. Doc? Mr. Gibbs, bring Mr. Babcock out.
Yes, sir.
Doc, you find out who bought this hypodermic. Check with Dr. Goodfellow and the drugstore.
What about that girl?
You stay away from her. I'll handle it my own way. Mr. Babcock, I'm not going to hold you any longer, but I hope that you'll answer me one question before you go. Well, that depends on what it is.
I want to know the names of the other men who courted Miss Leon Simpson.
I can't answer that, Marshal.
Why not?
Well, let's say I have plans.
What kind of plans?
I might even solve the murder for you.
Oh?
Somebody put that hypodermic needle in my trunk, figuring you'd find it and arrest me.
You realize, don't you, that whoever killed Mr. Simpson is very dangerous?
I'll be real careful.
Mr. Babcock, at least you've been warned.
Thank you.
Follow him.
Well, he's a real sure-enough smart aleck. He's gonna solve the murder for you.
His first logical move would be to go after the man he thinks framed him.
Gonna get himself killed, too. He ain't even got a gun.
He can buy one. You keep after him.
Bad about old man Simpson. I understand he got some bad liquor.
Yeah, they didn't get it in here.
Gibbons, I want you. Turn around. I said turn around.
Give me that gun. See that.
But he drove me first.
Shoulder wound, Wyatt. It ain't bad.
What happened?
Well, it's like the boy says. You drawn first.
Get him over to Dr. Goodfellow.
Lord save us, it's Tom Gibbons. Is it mortal?
Nope, just a shoulder wound.
Well, I got a spring wagon outside. We'll haul him in back.
Good idea, Mackie.
Now, easy. Easy, Doc.
Mr. Babcock, you bought this gun with the intention of killing Mr. Gibbons. You came here for that purpose. Why?
Marshal, Gibbons killed Mr. Simpson. And he tried to frame me for it.
Why would he do that?
Well, you'll have to ask Leon. She'll have to tell you that.
All right. I'll talk to her again. In the meantime, you stay close.
Marshal?
What about Gibbons?
It's my business, not yours.
Sure Hal's all right.
Not a scratch on him. But he may be prosecuted for assault.
Because he shot Mr. Gibbons? Well, that's unfair.
Why?
Well, he was jealous of Hal. Mr. Gibbons used to call on me until my father put a stop to it.
Now, why didn't you tell me that earlier today?
Didn't think it mattered.
Your father ever threatened Mr. Gibbons?
When Papa had too much to drink, he threatened everybody who even came near me. Papa didn't trust people. He was just terrible to everyone.
Terrible?
Yes, he'd shout and yell, and we'd just chase them all away. I hated him for it.
Why was he so violent about it?
I don't know. I suppose it's because he was afraid I'd get married. Since Mama died, he never wanted to be alone. He didn't want me to leave home.
I see.
I talked to Mr. Mackey about it.
Stable man?
Papa liked him. He tried to make him understand, but it just didn't work. Mr. Mackey was my only friend for a long time.
What about your fiancé, Hal Babcock? Did your father threaten him, too?
Hal was the only one Papa couldn't run off. He used to come right up to the house. Papa didn't like that either. Told Hal straight out he'd kill him.
Thank you.
Marshal, are you going to arrest Hal?
No. Hi, Doc.
What? I heard young Babcock shot Tom Gibbons.
He thinks Gibbons murdered Leon's father and tried to put the blame on him.
Plausible.
But you don't believe it either.
There was bad blood between Gibbons and Babcock. Dr. Goodfellow isn't missing a syringe, and the druggist hasn't sold one lately.
Neither of them recognize this one?
They don't keep records, Wyatt.
Now, let's go on over and talk to Mr. Gibbons. Hello, Doc.
What?
Where's Mr. Gibbons?
In the hospital room.
Can we see him?
Well, he's pretty weak. He's lost a lot of blood, but I don't see why not. Don't stay too long.
Tom? Tom. Tom, wake up. Dr. Goodfellow. Dr. Goodfellow.
He's dead. Dead?
Look.
It's the same technique, Wyatt.
That's what I thought. I want a post-mortem.
I could use your help.
Well?
It was murder.
Definitely. No question at all.
We're dealing with a monster.
How many people were here when Mr. Gibbs brought him in?
Oh, a dozen, maybe 15. I didn't count them.
But the outside door and back was open.
Well, then it could be anybody.
I still think that girl knows more than she's told you.
You suspect Leon?
I grant you the needlework isn't feminine, Doctor. But from what I found out, Leon had plenty of trouble with her father and some with Mr. Gibbons.
Well, we know that Simpson didn't like Gibbons. We know that Mr. Babcock didn't like either one of them. Maybe we're being too logical. Maybe our murder isn't at all logical.
Well, logical or not, he might go right on killing.
I think you're right. Now, Miss Leon, I want the name of every man who ever called on you.
I thought you were my friend.
Look, your father is dead, and now Mr. Gibbons is dead. Hal could be next, and then you, and then one of those other men.
Or one of us, why?
Mr. Mackey.
I heard you was here. Now, what's happening here?
Mr. Mackey, they want to know the names of everyone who came to see me.
Now, Leon. Marshal Earp's just doing what we pay him to do.
Well, I can't help that. There's enough gossip already. And Hal won't like it either. He'll get jealous.
Now, what's he got to be jealous about? Heh. He knew plenty of girls before he met you.
I don't intend to make the names public.
Now, you've done nothing disgraceful. Now, you just step right up. You tell Marshal Earp whatever he wants to know.
All right, I'll write the names down.
Good girl.
Here's pencil and paper. Hey, by the way, Mr. Mackey, you're sort of a horse doctor, aren't you?
Well, there's considerable difference of opinion on that. Of course, I can drench a horse or fix a saddle sore, but...
Did you ever use a hypodermic needle?
Me? What for?
Mr. Simpson died in your stable last night, and today you took Mr. Gibbons over to Dr. Goodfellow's in your wagon.
And you were still there when I left to find Wyatt.
You seem awfully friendly with everybody.
Well, Burke Simpson and Tom Gibbons were friends of mine. What is this, anyway? You're joshing me, huh, Marshal?
No. You had the opportunity.
To kill two good friends of mine. Now, what would I want to do that for?
Nobody said you done it.
Well, I don't even know how they died. Doc here said something about a hyposyringe.
Not a syringe. I said needle.
Well, it's the same thing, ain't it? Did Burke and Tom die of poisoning, you think?
Here are the names.
Thank you.
Is even Mr. Mackey suspected?
Well, it kind of looks that way, child. Now, if you're aiming to put me under arrest, Marshal, I would appreciate it if you'd give me time to do my night feeding and bedding down first.
Marshal Earp, this is ridiculous. First Hal and now Mr. Mackey.
Why is it ridiculous?
Mr. Mackey was the only friend Papa had or even trusted. He was Papa's friend.
No, don't trial the law, darling. All I'm asking is a chance to feed my horses and hire a relief man.
I won't keep you, Mr. Mackey.
Now, you're being real sensible, Marshal. Come along, Leon. I'll take you home.
I'm trusting you with that list, Marshal.
Well, sir, it's a mighty fidgeting puzzle.
Wyatt, it could have been Mackey.
Yeah, he made one slip. Said syringe instead of needle. That means he knows something about hypodermics.
And it was too innocent the way he asked about that poison.
But why would he want to kill them fellers? Looks more to me like Babcock done it.
There's that girl, too, Gibbs.
Yeah, that's the point. Well, I'm going to check out this list. Maybe one of them will give me a motive.
We better go with you, Wyatt.
No. She gave me this in confidence. Mr. Gibbs, you go on patrol. Doc, you go on back to the hotel.
Gibbs, we got a big job to do. You go over to Simpson's place. And I'll go over to Mackey's stable.
Doc, we're gambling on Wyatt's life.
Wrong. Wyatt gambled on his own life when he went out that door.
Mr. Jack Gray?
That's right. Did I do something wrong, Marshal?
I'm trying to get some information on Mr. Mackey, the stableman.
Oh?
When you and Miss Leon were seeing each other, did anything happen that involved Mr. Mackey?
Yes, it did. He talked Leon's father out of shooting at me.
Mr. Mackey and Mr. Simpson were friends?
Oh, well, sure. They got drunk together almost every night.
How about Mr. Mackey and Mr. Gibbons?
They're very good friends, as far as I know, Marshal. Mr. Mackey's friends with everybody. Say, you don't think he had anything to do with Mr. Simpson and Gibbons being killed?
Well, I've probably done Mr. Mackey an injustice. I'll go see him. Thank you.
Mr. Mackey?
Mr. Mackey?
Just take it easy and keep your mouth shut. That's right. Drop it on the floor. Take your finger off the trigger. That's right. Just easy. That's right. Now the other one. Where I can see, if you don't mind. Easy now. That's right. Glad you came alone. I got to do this, Marshal. I can't let you arrest me. He was getting too smart. You figured it was me that killed Burke, didn't you? Well, you're right, I did. But Leon's precious Hal is going to hang for it, and Gibbons. And now they'll think he killed you. not to be trusted, Marshal. Like I couldn't trust Burke at all. He should have been glad I wanted to marry his daughter. I told him I loved her dear. But he wouldn't listen. Wouldn't listen at all, even though we was friends. He said he'd kill me just the same. But he didn't, did he? Now, hold still. Shouldn't have killed him.
Nonsense, I did him a favor. He would have resented being hanged.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail. Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told.
You have to slow down, Holiday.
I'll be all right in the morning.
No, you won't be all right in the morning. You've got to have at least 2 weeks of complete rest. And I want you to stop drinking immediately.
Why don't you just have me buried?
Never mind the sarcasm.
I still plan to live until I die.
Come on, Wyatt. You ought to go to sleep now.
I'll see you in the morning, Doc.
That was a bad one, Wyatt. If he keeps on at this rate, I wouldn't give you a nickel for his chances. Maybe you can make him see it.
I tried as hard as you have. He's stubborn.
Well, at least get him to stop drinking so much.
I'll do what I can, Doc.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
Dr. John H. Holliday was Wyatt Earp's friend. As Wyatt was to say in later years, Doc was a dentist whom lung disease made a frontier vagabond, a philosopher whom life had made a caustic wit. At the same time, the nerviest, speediest, deadliest man with a six-gun I ever knew. But this friendship was also a burden to the Marshal of Tombstone.
Where do you want this?
I'll put it on the table. Anybody see you?
Nope. Come by the Islas and the back stairs. Boy, this stuff sure is heavy. You want the rest of it up here?
No. What does that label say?
Says standard 100 proof bottled in bond. Just like you ordered, Wyatt. Ain't nothing to show the proof's been cut in half, neither. Appears to be a neat job.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Think it'll work?
Well, it's got to work. Doc hasn't cut down on his drinking at all. At least that water stuff will cut him in half.
Yeah, but what if he starts drinking twice as much of this here stuff?
That's impossible.
Well, what if he switches brands?
Don't worry, Doc won't switch brands. No, sir, Doc would rather be caught dead than drink any other brand than that. Go on and distribute this stuff to the barkeeps down the street.
All right, sir. I don't think it's going to work, though.
Shotgun, we got to do something. You heard what Dr. Goodfellow said, didn't you?
Yeah, he said it was bad, all right.
If it wasn't, I wouldn't pull something like this, or if I could think of another way. Now, you go on, take it down the street.
Poor Doc.
Morning, Doc.
Greetings, Hogan.
Usual?
Yes. What kind of liquor is this? Tastes like soda pop. Let's try another bottle.
Yes, sir. What's wrong with it?
I don't know. You try some.
Yes, sir.
Strong?
Like a mule.
I've been drinking this brand for 20 years. It's either a spoiled mash or it's been cut.
Cut? So hard to prove, Doc. You broke the seal yourself.
I'm not accusing you, Hogan. We're confronted with a mystery. And I'm going to solve it.
And after he left Doc Goodfeller's office, he went over to Oriental, collected a few IOUs over there, and told them fellers that couldn't pay that they better raise the money by tomorrow or else. Doc thinks he's gonna die real soon.
Now, maybe that's good.
Good?
Mr. Gibbs, we should all live as if we're going to die real soon. In this business, it could happen.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, but it's awful bad on a man like Doc, ain't it?
Drinking that much is awful bad, too.
Yeah. Well, he ain't drinking now.
Doc never did believe that he could really die someday. That's been his trouble all along. Now, maybe he'll take better care of himself. Won't be so eager to rush into gunfights.
Yeah, I don't know about that, White. Seems to me it could go the other way.
You'll see I'm right. This'll settle him down.
Yeah, I hope so. But I ain't as sure as you are.
Come in. They're paying up, Doc. The word got around good.
I know it would. How much this time, Hogan?
About 1,500, sir. You count it.
Man is a foolish animal, Hogan. He exaggerates the value of his own life. All the gamblers who owe me put together aren't worth $1,500. Would you put up $1,500 to help them?
I ain't a good Lord, Doc. I wouldn't know.
That's the best proof there is a Lord. His divine tolerance. He allows men free will to go to the devil as they choose.
Yes, sir. Tom and Frank McLaury in town.
Oh? Well?
At the bird cage.
Good. Any other Clanton men with them?
No, sir. Just Tom and Frank. Them is top guns. Ain't there enough?
No. I'd like Ringo and brochures, too. It's a good deed I could do before I go.
Yes, sir. You gotta excuse me, Doc. I gotta get back to my job.
hear Doc Holliday's drinks turned on him.
Yeah, he can't get no kick out of it at all anymore. Doc's pickled in alcohol, that's why.
Like a horse with too much oats. He founders himself.
You gentlemen discussing me?
Hello, Doc.
Whole town's talking about your drinks turning on you, Doc. Why don't you change your brand?
And where are your gun belts?
We left them on our saddles.
Good. You'll die in fresh air.
We got nothing against you, Doc.
Where's White Earp? Has he figured to bushwhack us out in the street?
White's not around. Outside.
Doc?
Move.
Get one of us. Let me draw first.
No. Wait.
Doc must be pretty bad off, or else he wouldn't take the two of us on without Earp to back him.
What's the use of maybe one of us dying just to get Doc?
We can't run.
Come on. Get your gun belts fastened.
What's your hurry?
No. We ain't fighting Doc. Get on your horse.
They'll think we're scared.
Let him think. He's gonna die soon anyway. Earp's the one we want, and we'll pick our own time. No fight, Doc. Easy.
Tom and Frank McLaury. You picked the fight, Doc?
Mr. Gibbs, happens to be my business.
No, it happens to be mine.
Really, Deacon?
You're my deputy. Were the McLaurys breaking the law?
Not at the moment.
Let's not argue on the street.
Yeah, you come on along, Doc. You ain't feeling too good.
According to the law. According to the law. What does the law care about you? I've seen you risk your life at least 50 times, arresting hoodlums when you should have shot them. Do you know where you are? You're in Tombstone, Arizona. You're surrounded by a gang of hoodlums you haven't even made a dent in, and a crooked sheriff. Don't preach to me about the law. When Sheriff Bean is ready to have you murdered some night, the law won't even give you a decent burial.
Now, that may be true. But I don't need you to make things worse than they already are. You know, I thought that you might have learned something.
Learn what?
An officer either believes in the law or he turns in his star.
I've learned that. You know what? You should have been a judge back east somewhere. You don't belong out here.
You really want to quit?
Yes, I do.
We've been friends a long time.
Friends? Your moral rectitude was amusing, and I admire courage. But I've learned yours is a false courage. And I'd be a bigger fool if I were to help you walk into an open grave.
Doc, you're a sick man, otherwise you wouldn't pick a fight. You're just not yourself.
I am myself. But from now on, you and I are strangers. Hi, Doc. Is this some kind of play acting, Herb?
What?
You mean you and Doc really meant that?
You heard what he said?
I talked to you for a spell.
What do you want? I couldn't help but overhear what you said to Earp, Doc. Sounds like you. Slow down enough. You never did belong with him. Why don't you throw in with me? What's the deal? More money than you ever won gambling. Oh? Wells Fargo's shipping about $100,000 into Tombstone. Dick Gertz sold part of his mining property, and he's asking for half the payment in cash. 100,000? Mm-hmm. What'd be my cut? Oh, 30,000? 50,000. 50? All right, Doc, 50. What am I supposed to do, the whole job single-handed? No, you just find out when Wells Fargo's bringing that $100,000 into Tombstone. Thacker doesn't know you quit as Earp's deputy. Now, if you move along real fast, all you have to do is ask him. Maybe. Who's going to make the heist? 3 good men. And nobody knows who they are but me, Doc. Well, I've been considering visiting the bars over at Charleston and Galeyville. Some of those boys owe me money. You can go there afterwards. Here, have a drink while you're thinking it over. Your own brand, too. I'll accept your business proposition, but don't get the idea that we're friends. I wouldn't drink your whiskey even if it tasted good.
Well, it was a fool notion. Now that Doc thinks he's going to die, he's more reckless than ever. I have to tell him about the whiskey before he gets himself shot.
Holliday's turned in his badge and quit you. I know how you must feel.
He's just not himself. I never understood it, but just the same, when he has enough liquor, it steadies him down. This way he's going to get himself killed. I'm going to tell him I cut his whiskey in half.
Quiet.
Shotgun have you seen, Doc?
Rode out of town.
Rode out, which way?
Headed for Charleston, I reckon. What? You and Doc argue about them McLowrys?
No, he turned in his star. I'm afraid of what he's going to do next. You were right. I'm going to tell him the truth when he gets back. Tell him it was all my doing and that I want to apologize.
Howdy, Thacker.
Hello, Doc. Hey, you look tired.
I am.
Did you rest yourself?
Thank you.
Wyatt's been overworking you, huh?
As usual. Thacker, is there anything that the deacon ought to know?
Yes, there is. I meant to tell Wyatt as soon as I cleaned up the paperwork.
Then, why don't you give it to me? Maybe Wyatt will let me go to bed.
Sure, Doc. Bringing in quite a bit of cash on the midnight stage. I figure that Wyatt and a couple of deputies ought to be around.
Yes, I should think so.
Come in. Evening, Doctor. What is it, Hogan? I have some house calls that won't wait long.
This from Doc Holliday. Some money, insurance policy, and some other stuff.
Would appear from this that Holliday wants to start a new hospital in memory of Wyatt Earp, to bear his name. Why in memory?
Doc never said nothing to me. Just asked me to tote this over to you.
Hands off. Should do it. Sonny. Take this over the jail. Give it a wide up. Nobody else. Here, this for you. And remember, get out of there right away before he can question you.
The Wyatt Earp Memorial Hospital? And all his money.
I don't like the looks of it, Wyatt. Holliday's a violent man. He could be involved in something desperate himself. Or maybe he heard of a plot against your life.
Something's happened.
You got to find him, Wyatt.
I've tried. Mr. Gibbs and 3 other deputies are looking for him now. They'll find him. Hey, hold on.
What was that all about?
I don't know. It's from Doc. Well, he's going after Johnny Bean. His final gesture to me.
Wells Fargo office, midnight. Being job. Try to take men alive, 3 of them. I don't understand it.
Well, you never did understand, Doc. Today he tried to gun the McLowrys for me. Now he's gonna double-cross Johnny Bean for me. He wants to give everything he has to me.
Is there that much good in Holiday?
According to his lights, yes. When Bean finds out about this, there's bound to be a gunfight. And if Bean gets lucky, Doc could be dead instead of our crooked sheriff. Now, I've got to find Gibbs and get over to the Wells Fargo office. Short in time, excuse me.
Where's Earp and Gibbs?
Looking for Doc Holliday? Look, all you have to worry about is that stage guard and Thacker.
Right. Where are you going to be?
I'll be at the Cosmopolitan Hotel. Now, this is an easy one. Grab that Wells Fargo box and take off.
Only 3 horses in the alley?
Yeah, that's right.
You couldn't spot the men?
If Bean schemed it, they'll drift along on foot when a stage pulls in.
All right, I'm gonna move into the alley. You stay here and wait until the stage stops. Remember, I want them alive.
All right, sir.
That's far enough, Bean.
Good work, boys.
Look out! All right, drop it. Get back over there. You won't get hurt. All right, boys, let's get out of here.
Hold it! I ain't killed him, Wyatt. I ain't killed him.
Thanks, Wyatt.
You and Mr. Gibbs get them on over to the jail. Patch them up. I'm gonna still try and find Doc.
Get inside, all of them. Come on, move along.
Doc!
Now, where are you been?
Later, Gibbs. This is Sheriff Bean. You ever seen him before?
No, never.
You lie. He hired you and the rest of your hoodlums. I tipped Bean off myself. That's how I know.
That's mighty interesting.
Oh, don't pay no attention to Doc. He's sober. All right. Boys, step right inside here. Get along.
I warned you, Doc, and I told her. You kill me and you both hang. I wouldn't shoot you in cold blood. No. And neither will you. Oh, yes, I would, Johnny. I have but a few days left, and I might just as well die on the gallows as in bed. Don't try to pray. Just start cussing.
Be an honest son of the devil. No, Doc. You can't do it, Doc. No, don't, Doc! That the way you want to take it? Like a sick dog?
Doc! Get out of here.
Here, try some of this. You were drinking so much, I watered your whiskey to keep you from killing yourself with it.
That was a sadistic thing to do to me. Tell me, Deacon, when did you come to your senses?
All right, Doc. You win this time, but I haven't given up on you yet.
Some people never know when they're well off. You know, Wyatt, greater love hath no man than that he giveth 100 proof to his best friend.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be
That's pretty good, Mr. Connell.
Thanks. But don't we ever aim at the head or the heart?
No, not unless you're down shooting for your life.
Well, you're the what?
There's just one more thing. When you buffalo a man, you just hit him hard enough to stun him.
How hard is that?
Well, I'll show you. You don't put your whole arm into it. Break the skull that way. You just use a slapping motion with the wrist, like this. Now, you go ahead and try it. That's it. Follow through a little bit more. That's fine. Just hard enough to stun him, and then you can disarm him.
Well, you sure treat hoodlums mighty tender, Marshal.
Well, for a very practical reason. Most of the men we arrest have friends. Occasionally, they have big outfits behind them. If the law gets rougher than necessary, we could have a small war on our hands. I will swear you in this afternoon, Mr. Connell. Give you your gun back at that time.
Thank you, Marshal.
Thank you.
And bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
Because he was opposed to brutality or vicious physical behavior as a matter of principle, Marshal Wyatt Earp had a long-established rule that his deputies must never use unnecessary force in making arrests. And when he hired Tim Connell, Wyatt expected him to follow the rule.
Tim?
Yeah, open up.
Martha, found a job.
Oh, that's wonderful. What kind? How?
Well, there's nothing to it. I ran into Doc Holliday over at the Alhambra. And you know, he's not sore at us because Katie divorced him.
Katie's my sister. He knows I hate him.
Doc don't care whether you hate him or not. It was his recommendation that got me the job, and him and me was never real close either.
What kind of job?
Well, Wyatt Earp is short on deputies, and according to Doc, the mayor's after him to hire some more right away.
You a John Law?
What's wrong with that?
I know, Doc. He ruined Katie's life, and now he's trying to ruin mine, but I'm not going to let him. I'll tell Marshal Earp.
Just a minute.
It's for your own good.
I said I'd take that job. Now, you stay out of this.
Tim, don't get sore.
I ought to give you a good beating.
Honey, all I said
Don't
was...
you talk back to me. You've been doing a lot of that lately when other people are around. Well, there's nobody around now.
Tim. Tim, please. If you want that job, you better keep your temper.
Are you threatening me?
Oh, no, no. You know better than that.
Then quit yapping.
All right. All right. Katie told me a lot about Marshal Earp.
Such as what?
Well, she said he rides close herd on his deputies. Even Doc Holliday. So you can't afford to lose your temper. Just be smiling Tim Connell, and you'll get along just fine. That's right.
We quit fighting, huh?
Sure.
I am hot-tempered, Martha, but I don't really mean to be.
I know you don't.
That's my girl.
Well, how did my ex-brother-in-law make out?
Pretty well. Fair hand with a gun. Seems to be a nice fellow. We can use a few amiable deputies around here for a change. Tell me something. Your split with Miss Kate was so bitter. Why'd you recommend him?
That wasn't Connell's fault. Besides, you got me wrong. I'm not bitter.
No?
No. No, I was quite possibly the world's worst husband. As a matter of fact, I often marvel that Katie put up with me as long as she did. I gotta catch me a nap, lad.
Hey, Doc.
Yes?
Are you friendly with your sister-in-law?
Oh, no, we don't speak. She thinks I ruined Katie's life.
Can't you kind of patch things up?
Why?
Connell's working for us now, and a man's wife can influence him.
Why'd I have my pride? Besides, that Martha woman wrote me a letter stating that I was a disgrace to the whole state of Georgia. My home state is rather proud of me. I've never been indicted there.
All right. I'll have a talk with Mrs. Connell.
Help yourself, Wyatt.
Mrs. Connell?
You must be Marshal Earp.
Listen, I know how you feel about Dr. Holliday, but I hope for your husband's sake you won't let a family quarrel make trouble. Your husband's going to have to work with Doc.
Then lecture Doc. He got you to make Tim a John Law just to punish me.
Punish him? I don't understand. Mr. Connell wanted that job.
And I didn't want him to take it. Doc knew that.
How could Doc know? What turns you against the law, Mrs. Connell? You afraid Tim might get hurt?
I just don't think he'll be a good deputy. It's only a personal opinion. Goodbye, Mr. Earp.
Come on, what's keeping you?
Walk, friends.
What?
Marshal Earp don't like horses tied that loose. They're apt to mosey around and up on the sidewalks.
Oh?
Yeah, Mr. Earp likes a clean town.
Well, you tie him a little tighter, Johnny Law.
Hold it! Now drop those belts. Now march over there and tie those horses right.
Wyatt?
Mayor Plum?
Dr. Goodfellow wants to see you in his office right away.
What happened?
Some cowhands from the Circle H. They're claiming your new deputy beat him up.
Was Connell trying to arrest him?
Well, he claims they were resisting arrest, but there's an awful lot of eyewitnesses who are saying that it was unjustified brutality.
Now, you two need some rest. Get to bed and stay there.
Thanks, Doc. We'll be at the Cosmopolitan, Marshal.
All right. I don't know what got into Connell. Just some argument over tying horses properly. He'd already disarmed them. There's no reason for this.
He buffaloed him. I warned him to go easy.
Well, he's new at the job. May have lost his head. Hope you can get the truth of it, Wyatt. I'll have to do a craniotomy on this poor fellow.
I'll let you know about Mr. Connell.
And, well, the biggest one made a grab for my gun. I twisted away and hit him on the head, just like you showed me, Mr. Earp.
He has a fractured skull.
Well, I didn't mean to hit him that hard. The other two were fixing to jump me.
Oh? Did they jump?
Yes, sir, they sure did. This is a fist mark, Mr. Clum.
What? Mr. Mayor, aren't you asking too much of this man, his first time on the job?
Well, maybe so, but...
Tim just wasn't thinking. I know he shouldn't have argued with three tough cowboys about a minor infraction of the law, but once in the fight, I don't know what he could have done about it.
I agree, Mr. Mayor. If you want a full-scale investigation before the council, that's your privilege.
That's exactly what I want, Wyatt. Meanwhile, Mr. Connell here should be given an official reprimand and warned to avoid any excess zeal in the future. Now, Zach Herrick of the Circle H is going to be knocking on my door in the morning. I'll explain to him what we're doing about all this. I just hope he doesn't make any trouble. Good night, gentlemen.
What I said to the mayor was for the record. Personally, I think you enjoy beating up unarmed men.
Oh, no. Doc. Ease off now, both of you. Not gonna have any family rows in this office. Now, Connell, I'm giving you another chance. My deputies are entitled to a first mistake, but not a second one.
Yes, sir.
Now, you and Doc go on patrol together until you're relieved. And I don't want our dirty laundry aired in the streets.
It's me, Martha. Open up.
Your face.
Oh, it's nothing.
I saw it from the window. You didn't have to hurt them.
Now, you shut up.
I told you not to go to Doc for a job. Now he's laying one of his traps.
What do you mean, traps?
That star. It's trouble as long as you wear it. Earp will just be waiting for you to lose your temper again. Can't you see what Doc's trying to do?
Martha, I need the star.
He's trying to get you sent to prison to get back at Katie and me.
Look, Martha, those cowboys I had to fight with were from the Circle H. They're a large outfit and they'll come after me. But they won't shoot at a lawman because if they did, Earp, Doc, and the other deputies would have to help me.
What good is that if you get shot?
Wait a minute, I got an idea. Maybe I can put the blame on Doc.
Get Doc Holliday in trouble?
That's right.
Oh, Tim, if you can get Doc in trouble, I'll help you. I'll do anything to get him. Anything.
3 of my boys beaten up, 1 near death, and all you can do is reprimand the deputy, huh?
We're still working on the case, Mr. Herrick.
I want that Connell fired, right now.
You know I can't do that. Mayor Clum is gathering eyewitness reports for the city council. Connell's entitled to a hearing.
Typical cover-up. Now, let me tell you something, you...
That's enough.
Oh, it is it? Well, I'm still going to tell you exactly what your deputy is entitled to. A grave in Boot Hill, and that's what he's going to get.
Mr. Herrick, get out.
Listen, Doc, you better tell him that I mean what I say.
Eric does mean it, Wyatt. He's already sent for Jack Renfro, that Texas gun who's been riding with the Clantons.
Renfro?
Eric's boys just told me.
Well, I figure they'll know Connell in St. Louis. You said that that's where Martha met him?
That's right.
I'll get this telegram off then. Where's Connell now?
In his hotel with Martha.
Deacon, I don't suppose you'll take my advice, but I think you should fire Connell and get them both out of town.
And knuckle under this Circle H?
Wyatt, after the operation on that cowhand last night, Dr. Goodfellow and I had a real long talk, and we came to the conclusion that Connell is a sadistic, vicious personality.
Insane?
No, much worse than that. Logical and amiable on the surface, but brutal and deadly in his true character.
Has he done anything like this before?
I don't know about that, but Martha married him and Katie married me. A weakness for scoundrels must run in the family.
Well, I promised Connell a second chance. You keep an eye on him. Let me know if Herrick's gunslinger gets into town. I should have an answer on this in a couple of hours.
Wyatt! A word with you. Seen what Dameron's printed the Nugget? He's demanding that you fire Connell. Much as I hate to say it, for once, I think maybe he's right. Zach Herrick is saying the same things, Wyatt.
Mr. Clem, I don't run my office to please Dameron or Herrick. You know what would happen if I fired Connell right now? I wouldn't get a good deputy to work for me.
Yes, there's that, I suppose.
It's important, Mr. Clem. The deputy expects his boss to stick up for him.
Well, in this particular case, Wyatt, for how long?
I asked St. Louis to send me a report on Connell. I'm going to question more witnesses and talk to Connell again.
You think he's liable to quit?
Under fire? I hope not.
Why waste a good breakfast, honey?
This paper wants Earp to fire you.
Quit worrying.
Here he is.
Oh? Well, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Can I buy the marshal some breakfast?
No, thank you. Mrs. Connell?
Hello?
Oh, now, Martha, is that any way to treat my boss? Something she read in the paper didn't agree with her. Sit down, sit down.
Thank you.
Oh, Martha will cheer up. She always does. That's right, Angel. Smile for Mr. Earp. She's real pretty, ain't she?
Yes, she is. She reminds me of Miss Kate. I wish you'd make friends with Dr. Holliday.
That's just what I've been telling her.
It's important, Mrs. Connell.
No. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Oh, hey, now.
That's all right. What I have to say might worry her.
Well, I don't let nothing worry me very much.
Good. There's a hired killer by the name of Renfro coming after you.
Oh? When?
Possibly tonight. I want you to stick close to Doc on patrol. One of his hoodlum friends might be able to tell us where Renfro's likely to be.
Do we kill Renfro?
No, we arrest him.
Oh, I'm mighty glad to hear that.
No more rough stuff, huh?
Oh, so help me, Mr. Earp. I've learned my lesson.
Fine. Doc will pick you up here for your patrol. Maybe by that time we'll have an idea where Renfro is.
You're a real friend, Marshal.
Take good care of him. He's had a long trip. Give him a bag of oats, good rub down. Easy on the water.
Get back.
Is that him?
You keep out of this.
Lift them, Renfro.
I was right about you, Connell.
Me? You killed him.
Marshal Earp? I saw everything. I'll be right down.
Did you see anything? Give me your guns, both of you.
Is it bad?
He's dead.
Tim fired in the air. And Doc Holliday killed him. I saw the whole thing from my window.
Will you swear to that in court?
I certainly will.
Doc, you and Mr. Connell are under arrest. Pick him up.
Come in, Marshal.
Thank you, Mr. Spangenberg. I am in a hurry.
You have broken one of your guns, Marshal?
No, I want a ballistics comparison. You still have the Pinkerton circular and ballistics?
Yes, in the drawer.
Good. This is a bullet that Dr. Goodfellow took from a man that was killed at the OK Corral tonight. I want you to fire cartridges from both of these guns into a sandbag. You remove the bullets and compare them with that slug. I've tagged both of the guns A and B.
I do it now?
Please. Judge Spicer's having a preliminary hearing at 9 a.m.
Better I fire the guns into a bale of straw.
All right, you use your own method. Judge Spicer knows you're an expert on guns.
You do not want to watch this?
I trust you, Mr. Spangenberg. I have another important job to do. Good night. Well, Mrs. Connell.
The law says Tim can be let out on bond.
Not tonight. I can hold him 24 hours on my own responsibility.
Are you holding Doc Holliday, too?
Dr. Holliday is a sick man. Should sleep in a comfortable bed.
He's also your friend. And you're trying to put the blame on Tim.
Doc didn't shoot Renfro in the back.
I saw him.
And you're lying. Doc doesn't have to shoot anybody in the back. He's too good with a gun. If he wanted to kill Renfro, all he had to do was to have him turn around and draw.
So you say.
Mrs. Connell, I didn't intend to show you this telegram, but it's obvious that you still mean to testify against Doc. Here, read this.
It's a low-down, dirty frame. You expect me to believe that?
Now, suit yourself. I'll have more evidence by the time court opens.
You're just trying to save Doc.
Not altogether. I might be trying to save you.
Oh, sure. Your heart bleeds for me.
A man like Connell, who deserted his wife and 3 children, marry you under false pretenses?
That's a lie. It's all a lie. Bring Tim in here. He'll deny it to your face.
Mr. Connell will have a chance to deny everything under oath. Tell me, how often has he beaten you?
I don't scare that easy. I saw Doc shoot Renfro in the back, and I'll swear to it in court.
Why do you hate Doc so much? Were you in love with him when he married your sister?
No. I'm leaving.
Mrs. Connell, Doc doesn't deserve to be hated as much as you hate him. But Connell does deserve it. He deceived you into marriage, and I think he's been beating and terrorizing you ever since.
It's a lie. It's all a lie. You want me to choose between Tim and Doc? I'm going to testify for Tim.
This is the bullet that killed Renfro, Your Honor. Now, I wish you would compare the rifling marks on it with this bullet fired from gun B.
Mm-hmm.
Now, compare the fatal bullet with the one I fired from gun A.
Well, the gun B slugs are marked like the bullet which killed the deceased. Now, explain the Pinkerton theory to me.
Well, Your Honor, it says that every rifled weapon leaves its own markings on a bullet, just like a thumbprint.
Yes, I see.
Your Honor, the gun in Exhibit B was fired by Mr. Connell. The gun in Exhibit A belongs to Doc Holliday.
That's a lot of bunkum. My wife saw Doc shoot Renfro. Now let her testify.
Order. Sit down, Mr. Connell. You may be excused. It's an ingenious theory, Marshal Earp, but it has not yet been ruled as permissible evidence. The court must hear from Mrs. Connell.
Yes, sir, but I think that Your Honor should look at these telegrams first.
Mr. Connell, you will be sworn and take the stand. Would you bring in Mrs. Connell, please?
Yes, sir.
I see. And so you admit to deserting a wife and children in Clay County, Missouri?
Yeah? That don't mean I killed Renfro.
No, but it does mean that Martha Connell is not your legal wife. And under the rules of evidence, she can testify against you.
All right, there she is. Ask her.
Doc Holliday fired in the air. Tim shot Renfro in the back.
Marshal Earp, hold him for trial. This preliminary hearing is closed.
Get up. Doc, least you can do is thank her.
I suppose so, but I gotta do it nastily. So she'll keep on hating me.
Hating? I think she's been secretly in love with you all these years.
You think so?
Yep.
Just a minute. You're wrong, Lyle. She hates me.
Is that good?
Uh-huh. A woman's love can die, Deacon, but Martha's beautiful hatred will carry me to the gallows.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told.
ভালোবাসা সুন্দর, ভালোবাসাও সুন্দর। মানুষ নিজের অজান্তেই ভালোবেসে ফেলে।
আমারও মনে হয় কি জানেন, আপনার মতো জানাশোনা কাউকে না আমার বিয়ে করা উচিত।
এটা কি উপলক্ষে?
ম্যাডাম, ফুলটা গ্রহণ করুন, তারপরে বলতেছি।
ভোটার আইডি কার্ডে যার স্বাক্ষরের জায়গায় টিপসই দেয়, এখানে কেউ ডাক্তার।
এই দুইজনের মধ্যে যে আগে ম্যাডামের মন জয় করতে পারবে, ম্যাডাম তার।
একদিন না দেখলে তোমায় বন্ধু আন্ধার লাগে সব, তোমার এই প্রেমে এমনই টান।
রোগীদের তো ডক্টরের কাছে আসলে ব্যথা কমে যায়, আপনি তো উল্টো হলো কেন? আপনি কি একটু উল্টা?
তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, যেও না বন্ধু আমার, ভুলিয়া ভুলিয়া।
আমার মনে হয় আমার সমস্যা কপালে। ম্যাডাম, আমার কপালে নেই, আমার কপালে আছে দাগ।
যা
Em múc rửa từ đó đến giờ, nhanh vậy.
Anh hay yêu điên mà chịu trốn. Cung à, cung xanh à, đai máu, đai máu. Đây. Đúng ra thì buồn lắm rồi, buồn lắm em ơi, biết trách ơi. Đâu lên được rồi. Ôi, 18 mẫu 2 sao nữa. Thiếu tận 68 tiền cơ, mới có 53 tiền. Chưa đủ. May rồi ông thầy, may như hack rồi. May khác thì hack đâu. Mình phải áp cái file được mà. Asma chi hết lava dragon, cái cục lava phế mà. Thấy khỏe hơn. Thề vừa đánh oan nó còn chết cơ. Thằng thì top 1. Bạn cao thằng top 1 vậy. Thắng top 1 này. Nếu sao thắng là thằng top 1 rồi. Phải thắng không vậy? Bắn nhỉ? Nhanh ghét. Thắng đi. Chưa thắng rồi, gần thắng. Khiếp, mày bắn toàn để chiêu bắn được mà. Đéo có đam. What the hell, 5 phép. Chịu rồi. Toàn 5 phép ạ. Ra gì à? Ra sẽ khó lắp bù làm mao đấy. Cầu nguyện đi. Thằng cũng không may nhỉ mà. Nhớ hôm nay chắc con rồi. Là bản thân cũng vậy. Mẹ thằng kia rồi, mày máu sống không vậy? Sống phải ra ria đi. Kéo ra ria thua đấy. Mày đánh thằng rừng đâu? Đánh thằng sĩ vậy. Đánh sĩ của tao vậy. Hay. Xếp mấy nữa là hay. Đấy ơi, mày. Nếu được rồi, không hay. Vẫn thua. Vẫn thắng.
আপনি কিন্তু দেখতে যথেষ্ট সুন্দরী একজন মানুষ, দেখতে বেশ রোমান্টিক, যেন শেক্সপিয়ারের নাটকের কোনো নায়িকার মতো। ভেবেছিলাম, কিন্তু আপনি তো পুরোটাই মর্মান্তিক। যে কোনো মানুষ আপনাকে দেখে মর্মাহত হতে পারে।
আমার হালকা হতে 1 মাস সময় লেগেছে।
আপনার 1 মাস সময় লাগে? আমার হালকা হতে তো 1 মিনিট লাগে।
আমার কাছে মনে হয় জীবনসঙ্গী এমন হওয়া উচিত যার সাথে আপনি প্রতিটা মুহূর্ত উপভোগ করতে পারবেন, সারাক্ষণ খুনসুটিতে মেতে থাকতে পারবেন এবং তার মনে এমনভাবে বসবাস করবেন যে আপনার দিকে সে একটাবার তাকালেই বলে দিতে পারবে যে তার বেঁচে থাকার কারণই আপনি।
পথে চলতে চলতে, কথা বলতে বলতে, কখন যেন হলে আমার, জানি গল্পে গল্পে মিশে অল্পে অল্পে আমিও হয়ে গেছি তোমার। ছোট ছোট ভুল ফুটে হলো ফুল যে তোমাকে পেলাম, গুটি গুটি পায়ে স্বপ্নের নাই আমি ভেসে গেলাম।
মনে করেছেন? একজন মানুষ আমার জীবন থেকে চলে গিয়েছে এবং আপনি সেই সুযোগটা কাজে লাগিয়ে আপনার ফিলিংসগুলো আমার কাছে এক্সপ্রেস করবেন আর আমি সেটা হ্যাপিলি অ্যাকসেপ্ট করে নিব। এই হচ্ছে আপনার বন্ধুত্বের নমুনা।
রোদের পাখি তোর শহরে আমার মনের স্বপ্ন ঘিরে, ওরে পাখি ওরে সারাক্ষণ তোর শহরে বৃষ্টি হলে ভিজে আমার মন।
Nó bảo mình không đang viết lên để nó đăng đấy. Bây giờ nó bảo mình không đang viết đây là để nó đăng ấy. Đâu nó bảo là mình không được up viết lên đâu, bất cứ đâu không cho ai biết đấy, là để nó đăng lên YouTube ấy, để không bị bản quyền đấy. Bởi vì mình là thằng quay đầu tiên, xong mình up lên trước nó, xong nó up sau thì nó sẽ nhót. Mình đăng mẹ kênh. Thằng này Nico Gary Nico 3 Tam Ken 3 Bạt 3 quý nhỉ. Thôi anh thua thằng này mà cần đủ tiền để lên chết rồi. 23 là vào khoảng 57. 57 à. Để sang xem đéo này. Hiêu vào trong nhà Hiêu mạnh quá, chẳng có VCD nữa. Cô bảo là thằng này lên một đống quân ba rồi. Cái thằng này bé. Thằng này ra một trên số bóng á. Ai mình biết. Mấy con trứng trong xì xì cũng hết dài hơn. Phần ra góc bên phải dưới chiếc auto ấy. Làm nhiệm vụ mà. Ôi xì lát làm được ấy. Mày á tiền có tiền luôn đó. Anh nhầm con 178. Thế sao tháng rồi hỏi thằng có tiền đặt hộ nhưng không mới phải đặt xong rồi mới hoàn là vẫn vẫn chỉ chơi vẫn nhưng mà sao hoàn lại về tài khoản mình vẫn phải có tiền trước mà. Yes. Nhưng mà để có tiền. Ngày đấy không 15 lương. Đây là chết rồi, không hôm qua anh mới ông già cho 2 triệu tiền tháng 6 đéo đáng đủ lại đéo đấy đồng nào phải quá. Thì ông biết nhưng mà tao qua đéo nhắn thì tao hỏi giờ tao là không sợ thấy mẹ tao không có ấy, tao không xin ấy, thế là giờ sợ để không giờ không dám xin gì, xin không có xin gì thì tao cho mà. Thì tao có bạn bên Đài Loan kiểu tôi không biết, ông chưa biết là gì tao lấy chồng ấy, một kiểu trước ông ấy là kiểu sắp cưới với tao nhưng mà kiểu bị các thứ gì không sang đăng ký giấy rồi xong rồi sau bị hủy ấy, nhà là ông kiểu cảm thấy bây giờ người ta vẫn cảm thấy hối hận về cái chuyện đấy, thì là liên kết bảo chúng tao là liên kết thẻ không mấy với cả các thứ với cả hai chương trình ra mà liên kết thẻ với cả GrabFood thích ăn gì mua hôm đợt mà tao trên kia bán hoa mẹ tao ấy thì thích ăn gì mua vào thì tao ngồi đấy tao đặt đồ ăn. Ông ấy cho tôi ấy còn cho gì làm tiền thì tao có tiền cho tao nha, đây là của tao. Làm lý của mấy ông Đài Loan. Tao làm đấy lâu quá xem không mấy ông thích thì ra mà tao sử dụng là sửa sinh ấy. Nhắm, người yêu à? Bố muốn vợ con không có người yêu chẳng kém. Con tôi có được vào thế đâu có người yêu. Vậy không ai bảo là con ít tiền con làm gì dám yêu ai, bố chuyển tiền không. Rồi trời coi như là con là con trai rồi, là không cướp được không? Anh đoán là không cướp rồi. Tại ông anh mày coi như là không quan tâm các kiểu gì nữa lâu rồi ấy. Gì không rồi bố mày các vợ sau bố mày cũng không để được con trai đúng không? Đấy đẻ nữa đâu, chỉ giờ có bố mày, thằng anh này không tâm một đánh cái thằng anh mày ấy, thằng anh mày mà làm từ sáng tôi xuống bây giờ Binh Chi Linh bố cho tiền nhiều đấy. Ông già tao nhân lên trường ông già tao quanh như là không. Mắc thứ hai. Lấy ớt lên ba luôn, lấy ớt lên ba. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. Anh có thức cả đêm, anh cũng chỉ với việc 12 giờ sẽ xong rồi đó. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? Giao 2 mày. Tao bảo là giao 2 tao uống đây, tao đi đâu rồi.
Something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life changes
một người bạn cô đã để quan tâm đến video này. Tôi báo với cháu. chảy hết nước gần gầm mắt. Sướng ngay, làm béo sướng ngay. Thầy lại mình thắng, nghe cái trường mày thắng, mày người nhầm nữa, mày ngã mày ô không được, đùa tao xuống không. Vậy bạn ơi, hiểu được rồi. Chọn dấu vậy. Không được rồi, mình lại lệch cái này. 10 đây. Đó. Được tiếp à? 3 củ 59 là xem được bao nhiêu nhá. 4, 3%, 4 và 66 cũng được. Át này. Sẽ át giờ này rồi. Ê, chơi xong rồi, đánh trùng bài rồi, thằng này ấn tử thần ạ. Không sao thầy ơi, mình dồn trước là được. Sử thanh hóa, bắt đầu nói bàn, xong rồi xoay bài tự động. Đấy mà không. Chuẩn chỉ đấy, chuẩn chỉ mà xoay bài tự động. Go. Binh Chi Linh gọi thầy ơi. Thầy nhót không? Nhót, đét, cho tao. Ngao vậy vẫn đang may, anh vẫn đang nhảy thắng mà. Let me show you darkness. Sai đều thầy lái vô á. Sao Captain Vietnamese, Captain Việt Nam mày. Capture chuẩn không vậy bạn ơi? Chuẩn 2 lần này, 2 lần. Đấy, không 3 lần. Lại nữa ta thể mình tính 3 lần này. 3 lần, 1 lần là 4 này. 5 lần này. 5 lần. 6 lần. 6 lần. Được 6 lần, 5 lần. Rồi 5. Chuẩn đi. Ngon. Còn một cái cung xanh nữa. Đây đi. Bài còn gì nhỉ? Có bài yêu đét Long Vương à? Yêu đét sao còn nhiều máu đấy. Xuân vậy, thấy chưa, chạm đất 49 rồi. Xong lần này là quay một vòng rồi mình. Tại không
তোমাকে 15 লাখ টাকাই দিতে হবে। তুমি যদি দিতে না পারো তোমার বাবাকে কল দাও। তোমার যত জমি জিরাত বাড়িতে যা যা আছে এগুলো বেচা হইলেও তোমরা আমাদের টাকা পাই করে শোধ করবা।
একটা ব্যাপার কি খেয়াল করছো? শহরে কিন্তু দুইটা রূপ, রাতের এক রূপ, দিনের আর এক।
বেঁধেছি ঘর হৃদয়ের পর, গাঢ় সবুজ ওই গহীন বনে।
আরে ব্রো, সবসময় চিল থাকতে হবে, কিচ্ছু মাথায় নেওয়া যাবে না।
ভালোবাসা হচ্ছে একজন আরেকজনের উপর ভরসা করে, একজন আরেকজনের হাতের উপর হাত রেখে এই জীবনটা কাটিয়ে দেয়। কিছু মানুষ এই রাত জেগে থাকে আর টাকার বিনিময়ে সুখ খোঁজে।
বসুন।
এখন তো সিরিয়াস হওয়া উচিত, তাই না? আমি তো কোথাও যাচ্ছি না পার্টি করতে। তুমি কেন যাচ্ছ? কেন বন্ধ করতে পারতেছো না বলো তো? কার যে কোথায় সুখ সেটা তার প্রিয় মানুষটাও কখনো জানতে পারে না।
পাশাপাশি তবু যাচ্ছি বিপরীতে, কাছাকাছি তবু যাচ্ছি
Hi. You look good.
Thank you.